Narcissists are very dangerous. And it's because they're so miserable that they want to bring other people down with them. And so it happens when, if you get close to them and you care for them, particularly, they undermine the people who have the strength to care for them. I'm being very choosy of the way I say this because they will turn everything around on you, and they have on me easily because I just don't I don't go gray rock. I will react and and counteract, and then they just point at me because they don't take responsibility for that they are there. In fact, that they're there, but they're not there. That's one of the main problems we'll have with them in our lives. After a while, you'll say, well, they're there, but they're not there. You wonder, well, why don't I ever hear from them? Their silence speaks louder. I mean, it can go for years, and then they're only there when it's an undesirable time for you. You're like, but yeah, I don't really like this association. You are playing what? Somebody who knows better now? I mean, we weren't there in the first place. Why are you there now? Just for my hard times? No. They're there to break you down. And once you start to make a connection to them, like you need them, boom, you will be broken down. Even if it's just an innocent, like, well, are you concerned about my well-being? And if you lean in and say, yeah, well, I'm really concerned, how are you doing? They'll stop all communication, and they won't give you and it's like, okay, so what just happened? I was actually just being nice to them, and they never responded. You have to pay attention to when they chime in and when they chime out. They chime out when it's actually their turn to try and bridge a situation to make it decent. But what you'll find is, like, it's like, if you were to, it's weird, but if it was a song that you're supposed to play together and be in harmonize, it's like you'll be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're supposed to be there, but it's more like 4, 4. Where are you, motherfucker? And then they'll be like, and you're like, well, then fuck you. And then they'll go like this, and then they'll move in. Well, I'm here though. Where are you? Well, and then it's just like this. Nobody ever meets in the middle. It's just, it's this energetic warring that they seem to be interested in. For some reason, they're flipped out and they're fucked up. And once you realize that they are not there to meet you at all, and they're not there, they are there in an upside down, flipped up out way. It's like, oh, they actually are. Like some of them, some narcissists, they live on being a complete failure all the time. I mean, I'm talking about, you cannot expect them to get anything right at all, even if it's just to drop a golf ball down a gutter and get it to roll down. They won't show up for that, because if it meant that they were to be, that now that people think that they're competent enough to show up, no, there's nobody there, and they're going to make sure, and they make a living on that. So anyway, there's many, many different flavors and types, and they're actually very dangerous, to the point that basically they want you dead. That's their game. I'm not kidding. And they make a big deal about nothing, about your conduct, which is just, hey, that's just my business, and you should mind your own. But then when it comes to that you are to conduct business that is respectful, they won't show up. It's like, no, we're not bridging anything to have a real life human relationship. I just want you here so I can beat you up. That's who they are, and they will turn it all around on you, and that's how they get their way. Is that if you just contact them and then start this bullshit, and it's never just a meeting and saying, I hear you, I'll get back to you later, I'm kind of whatever, you know what I mean? And they'll only text you. They'll only text you. Real people will call and get into your business. And that is the way you break the narcissism right there. Is to say, let's get real and I'll give you a phone call. So have you guys been doing that lately? No. Well, you're getting more and more unreal for each other. Because at least you start with bonding with your words, but you won't even do that. I'll be there at a certain time. Okay, click. Fucking stupid assholes. I am alone for a reason. It's because I'm very accurate with my senses. I don't need somebody else telling me what the fuck's up. And then when they start coming around saying that I'm fucking not seeing things right, man, you're going to be punished by God, dude. There's nothing I can do about that except for just back up and say, will you get out of here and you go dealing with the way you conduct your fucking stupid life. It's going to come to you. And you're coming to me as most likely, babe, I am the last fucking, I'm the crossroads. You better look at the signs and know exactly where to go from here, or it's just, you didn't get it. You disrespected me, and little did you know, I'm God.